you've been so fake, I swear it's like the chains that be wearing. Aluminum for you, no heart to pour you. First time I saw you.
Game 7, Western Conference Semifinals. The Houston Rockets have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Timberwolves. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
It doesn't get much bigger. Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinals. We've seen exceptional play from both teams. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, small forward. Pass to Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Fred VanVleet.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Yep, that one goes.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
And here's VanVleet. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's a 3-point game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And when you talk about guys who are built for the modern game, add Smith's name to that list.
He's off on the second. And now the T-Wolves on the break. The 3, Conley. It's hauled in by Houston. On the wing, Durant. McDaniels covering. Durant, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Randle. Banked it in off the glass. Randle's got his second basket of the night.
In transition, Randle extremely mobile for a power forward.
The kick to Durant. Over McDaniels. It's good from the top of the key.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
For 3, Randle knocks down the triple. Randle's got 7.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him.
Oh, hey, how about
big time right there. Big time.
Woo. That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play in better. Edwards for 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And that one's good by Durant.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Sengun, a screen on McDaniels. And the bucket is good. He has 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's VanVleet. Takes the 3. Randle pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Edwards for 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. The Rockets trail. Back to Smith. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Goes back up. Minnesota with a rebound. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Conley uses the glass to finish the layup.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Smith. Finney-Smith checked in for Durant. And it's Shepherd in for Van Vliet. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
It's McDaniels on the wing. He's marked by Finney-Smith. 3 on the clock. Three-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson passes to Eason. And he converts the layup.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. From the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out to the wing. Here's Eason. And Gobert with a block.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to swat shots away with ease.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Thompson. Pass to Shepherd. Now Adams. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Houston. Finney-Smith passes to Thompson. Fires for 3. Finney-Smith's shot is off. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And this is second attempt at the line tonight.
Tell you what, Conley may not be in his prime from an age standpoint, but I tell you, he is still tremendous as a floor leader, general, and he's a stabilizing presence on this team.
Reed can't hit. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Thompson driving to the basket. Excellent D there from Ingles.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And they pick up 2.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 6. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort, defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards from 6 feet away. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Şengün. Rebound Minnesota. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And here now a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Kevin Durant on top. Second is Anthony Edwards.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Edwards for three. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Smith no good.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Here's DiVincenzo. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Confident jump shot from DiVincenzo. He's a pretty selective shooter who doesn't waste many possessions. He does a nice job with shot quality.
Goes up on the wing. And there's Şengün on the assist by Durant. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Edwards, that's good.
Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Reed, good. Reed's got 5 points.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
And Şengün gets it to go.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. DiVincenzo pass to Reed. Here's Edwards. It's picked off. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Şengün controls the rebound and the putback.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
The Timberwolves lead by 8. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Zone for the Rockets. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Smith. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Sensabaugh. McDaniels is checked in for Ingles. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Outside Conley, back to Daniels. From deep three-point range, Adams grabs the miss.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
An open look for Durant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Powerful move that time by Randle. He'll go to the free throw line.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. And he sinks the second. Rockets trail by 9. Durant takes it in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
The 3, Randle. Adams grabs the miss. The Rockets have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Here's Thompson, and that comes off the assist by Durant. And now just a 5-point Minnesota lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the entire.
Oh,
what a throwdown!
That first step is so dangerous with Amen. I mean, he was just gone.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside Conley. McDaniels from long range. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Randall, good.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Durant for 3. Up again. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside McDaniels. Down low. Randall. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Van Vliet with a deep 3. And another miss by Houston. Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Eason against McDaniels. Here's Gobert. The Rockets pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Durant. The 3. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Game 7 couldn't get any more exciting, and true to form, it's a tight battle for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. It all comes down to a decisive Game 7. Guys, what's it going to take for them to close out this series?
You can't leave anything in the tank. Approach it like you're playing for your life, because in some ways you are.
And you can't get sloppy and waste a bunch of possessions. You got to keep that focus.
No question. Let's get it. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Thompson out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Durant in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. This one for 3. Edwards can't hit. Well, the Rockets shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's foul number 2 for him. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. Alperen Şengün, number 1. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Over Thompson. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Conley. Edwards got 14.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Here's Thompson. Yep, that one goes.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Well, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside Conley. Randall against Smith. Edwards for 3. No good on that one. 5 for 9 in the game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Sengun gets it to go.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Edwards looking for an opening. Picked by Gobert. Edwards against Thompson. Outside for Randall. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Durant's shot is off.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
No coverage that time. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Thompson passes to Sengun. Here's Durant with nobody on him. He buries that jumper. Durant's got 20 points.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Again, the miss by Edwards.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Sengun. And Sengun throw it down.
How about the bounce ability of Sengun? Getting himself way up there.
For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make 3s, as we saw in the first half.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Free throw drops for Conley.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Finney-Smith checked in for Houston. Shepherd comes in for Fred VanVleet. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles is checked in. Randall can't hit. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the 3rd quarter. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Adams checked in for Houston. Eason comes in for Smith. Conley looking for an opening. Outside Edwards. From deep. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Adams. Here's Shepherd. 3-pointer. Tries again. And it's Adams missing. Minnesota's got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the 3rd quarter. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. VanVleet's checked in. Houston on D. Outside Edwards. Off target from 3-point range.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Takes a 3. Minnesota again missing. Houston has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. To the paint. It's tipped. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Ingles. Conley's got 7 points in the game. Thompson passes to VanVleet. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Because he's got such good touch down there, VanVleet never afraid to mix it up inside.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
There's the double with Thompson. Outside, Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. Randall against Eason. Shoots from 14. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Ingles, good.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Here's VanVleet. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Ingles. No good with the triple. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Eason against Randall. Randall on the screen. Ingles from outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. 3-point lead. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
In the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 1. Terrence Shannon.
Pass to Ingles. Here's Shannon. From the wing. That shot is off.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves, doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4. Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Rockets trail by 3. Outside Durant. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Sensabaugh. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So he gets them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
From the high post, he drills it. Durant's got 22.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Edwards, a pass to Reid. Back to Edwards. From downtown. Counted from distance. 23 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Minnesota leading by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Sensabaugh. Inside, Şengün with a steal. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 6th assist of the night.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots.
Mike Conley's checked in for Sensabaugh.
In the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 10.
Eason against Edwards. And Chris Finch calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And Minnesota making a change here. Sensabaugh's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach was blunt with his assistant. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Reid there, getting the defense off balance a bit and drawing the foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration. If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets trail by 5. Stolen by Conley. To the inside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I'll tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
The 3, Conley. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Easy money for KD inside.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Reed with it. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Reed. Şengün passes to Smith. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And Reed with a basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. There's the 3. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 31.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And he knocks down the first one. And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Sensabaugh. And McDaniels is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Durant finds Thompson. Şengün, a screen on Edwards. Thompson. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Randall. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 8 assists here tonight.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
A minute 58 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation, in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Şengün. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there. Who else but Mike Conley? This guy seems to always come up in the big moments.
Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Minnesota leading by 4. A minute and a half left in the game. Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Good D by Gobert. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. So we can't get either to fall.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a 3-point play. And that one misses. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And it's Randall with the jam.
You want want Randall with the ball in his hands towards the end of these games. Prime example right there.
Durant for three. Minnesota with a rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Here's Durant. From down in the low post, it goes. Durant's got 37.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Sengun. His game isn't all about power.
Conley against Van Vliet. The Minnesota Timberwolves take the series and are moving on. Allie, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the